I'm Cassi Niemann. I am a You Can Row 2 Master Rowing Instructor, and I'm here at RVA Performance Training, and we're talking about ways to make your rowing stroke a better stroke. Some things you can do before you even start rowing are going to make your rowing stroke better. The most important thing is that when you sit down on this machine, you make it yours. Don't just row in the setting of the guy before you. It's going to take you a couple seconds to get it set, and it's going to have a huge payoff, so it's worth it, even if that means 1 second out of your day or out of your WOD. So what we're going to talk about right now is the foot stretcher and where your feet should be in order to get the most out of each of your strokes. This is called the foot stretcher. It's got a piece that can move up and down, and you can set it based on your foot size. So when you put your foot in, you're going to put it in so that the strap is at the ball of your foot, the widest part of your foot. It's pretty much going to be over the top of your shoelaces. When you pull the straps tight, you're going to pull them across your feet. You don't need to pull them up. You're going to pull them across to get them nice and snug. Another important part about where your feet go is that we want to be able to lift the heel up. That doesn't mean that your heel has to come up. It just means that it's able to come up. There's a lot of back and forth on whether your heel should come up or not in the rowing stroke. What we want to see is a vertical shin, and if that means that your heel comes up a little bit, that's okay. If the foot stretcher if the strap is way down on your foot, then you won't be able to move your heel, and then we've negated this whole conversation. So put it up at the ball of your foot. That's also going to allow you to push through the foot stretcher with the most amount of force so that you can drive through the middle of your foot as you're driving your legs down. A big thing about putting your feet in the foot stretcher is then getting them out. Not everybody is trying to get out of the machine very fast, but even if you did a really hard piece and you're done for the day, you want to get out and you don't want to feel stuck. And people will not pull them tight because they don't want to get stuck in there. The quick release is you're going to take your thumbs and you're going to push down on the plastic on the side. At the same time, you can pull your toes back up towards you to loosen them even more. Then you're going to lift your foot that way towards the flywheel and pull your heel out. Now the straps are very loose. When I come back and I need to get back in, it's going to be really easy for me to slip my feet in and pull them really tight. So I've eliminated some of the wasted time in between different elements of the workout. So take this couple seconds to put your feet in the right place and to strap them down nice and tight, and I guarantee you it will make your rowing stroke feel better. If your feet are up really high instead of down in the right place, then your knees are going to be in your way while you're rowing. If they're down really low, you may not be getting the most amount of force application that you could be. So put them in that spot right over the ball of your foot. That may not work for everybody. You may find it needs to go down a little bit when you get there. Maybe it needs to go up. But for most people, putting the strap at the ball of your foot is going to be the most important thing. One other side note about rowing, don't row in your lifting shoes. If you can get away with doing whatever workout you're doing without wearing your lifters, like your hard, rigid sole lifters, then you're going to have a better rowing stroke. Like I said, there will be some movement in your foot. If the shoe is very rigid, it's going to be uncomfortable to get into the full compression. Plus that lift in the heel is going to change the way you're applying force into the foot stretcher. So if you can get away with it, row in something other than your heavy lifting shoes. So pay attention to where your feet are. It will make your rowing stroke better, and it only takes a few seconds.